What's going on, everybody? This is the Auzituck Gunship expansion pack for X-Wings Wave 11, and it is kind of interesting. I'm surprised to see Wookiee ships show up so early, or so late. I don't know. I wouldn't have picked this. I'm surprised we got this before getting getting certain other ships that are very fan requested. But what do you say we just jump right into it and take a look at this mini? This is pretty cool. Like, this is another one of those cards that makes me really think a ground game might be coming, because this one just looks like a low altitude atmospheric flyer dropping like the U-wing, right? Landing troops on the ground, getting up and moving away, kind of like a helicopter. Oh, the ground game, man. Maybe at Gen Con they'll announce something about that, a teaser. I would love that. I would love to have freaking AT-AT walkers and able to like fly this near them when they're walking down, shooting, crashing them down on the ground. So let me put this guy on his base, and while I do that, let me tell you, make sure you tuned in to all of my videos. I am doing a $20 giveaway right now for a X-Wing Wave 11 ship of your choice in the form of a cool stuff $20 gift card, which will allow you to get whatever you basically want, even if it's not from Wave 11 or whatever you want to do with it. But all you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on one of my videos. And here this guy is. He's, looks like he's leaning forward a little bit. No, there he goes. I think it was just the pegs. Okay, so we're going to set him up, and we're going to take a look at everything else that comes in this box. Oh, we've got some stuff in here. The Rebels kind of made out with this expansion, I think. And this one really looks like it's kind of helping Biggs, even though we've seen a couple of potential counters to Biggs. I think Biggs is going to get even stronger here. So, all right. So we've got some. Wait, hold on. What do we get? Yes, reinforce. Okay, so all right. So first off, let's talk about the cardboard. We've got our bases here, and these bases have this line here because they can have auxiliary arcs, kind of like the Houndstooth does. So in addition to having the primary arc in the front, they can also shoot their main weapon, their primary weapon, out the sides. So they have a full 180 frontal that they can shoot for their main weapons. However, this is still considered the primary firing arc. This is considered the auxiliary firing arc for them. They do not have the ability to target lock, which is interesting. They can take focus though. So, but they also have reinforce, which you can find right here, which is pretty cool. And here's the dial. So they have the one forward. They have a lot of green on the ones, and not a whole ton of green. They have no ability to turn around though, but honestly, do they really need to turn around with that 180 arc? They need to turn around less than most. So they've got the hard 2, and that's still going to give them a ton of coverage. It'll be hard to get out of these guys' arc, that's for sure. All right, so let's talk about the reinforce action, because in the past, reinforce only worked on huge ships in the epic format, and you clearly had a front and rear section. But here, the front and rear section are going to be defined by the half. So you're going to put this one for the front and this one for the back, and it's going to be divided by that auxiliary line. So if somebody's shooting your rear, and this is the first small ship really that you have to worry about different sections. It's kind of making me think about Armada a little bit. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think they're taking the game in that direction. I just think this is pretty clever, giving new stuff. And so there's this auxiliary firing arc, and then modifications and all that stuff. So there's our reference cards. Let's take a look at the ship itself. Boom, 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 boom. Here is the Kashyyyk Defender. And he's got 3 attack, and this little symbol, you can barely see it, but that just means he's got an auxiliary firing arc. Boom. He's got 1 defense, 6 hull, and 3 shields, and can take 2 crew. So there's a lot of options here. For crew, good carrier ship. 3 attack dice is always good. I mean, there's nothing to shake a stick at. And he's pretty tanky with 9 total hit points, basically. Not necessarily as tanky as the Skurg, but definitely more shooting. And, well, this could potentially make him more tanky because of that. So there you go. Then we have our Wookiee Liberator with a little bit of, like, is that a blue eagle kind of drawing on this? Somebody's going to paint that, I bet you. That'll be really tough, too. That's really fine. You might need, like, maybe, I don't know. I bet you somebody will do that. Wait, actually, that's kind of already what we have, huh? No, we got brown, so it would be a different. Okay. So same stats. You get the EPT on this guy, though. So nice having, low pilot skill EPTs is kind of cool. All right. Now we've got Lohiric. Lohiric. I thought it was Lohiric, but there's no I in between the H's, so Lohiric. I like Lohiric better though. It flows off the tongue a little better. All right, pilot skill 5, EPT. When another friendly ship at range 1 is defending, you may spend a reinforced token. If you do, the defender adds an evade result. So boom, pair him with Biggs, right? That's not bad. Or anything, even a huge ship or whoever you want to protect. And then Wolfwaro. Wolfwaro, when attacking, if you have no shields and at least one damage card assigned to you, roll 1 additional attack die. So, you know, that's awesome. If you can make them want to attack this guy, then he's going to be able to become a 4 attack die ship. That's going to be sick. And he also has the EPT. So when you give him draw their fire or something like that. Side question. If you guys remember, and I'm rusty on it, I haven't read Heir to the Empire in a long time, but are one of these guys the Wookiees that spoke common to Leia when she went to Kashyyyk? Because I did the audiobook, and while I love Mark Thompson, who reads the audiobooks, he does all the voices great, this Wookiee spoke common so poorly, it was like, I'm not going to actually, no, I'll spare your ears. I'm not going to try to imitate him. But it was the most obscene attempt at speaking I've ever heard. So I'm just curious if that's one of them, if they're pulling these names from Legends, or who these guys are. I don't know. I could look it up myself, but I'll probably forget. Well, let's look at everything else. All right, so Intimidation. While you are touching an enemy ship, reduce that ship's agility value by 1. So we've seen that already. Breach Specialist. When you are dealt a face-up damage card, you may spend 1 reinforced token to flip it face down without resolving its effect. If you do until the end of the round, when you're dealt face-up damage card, flip it face down. So that's great. It just stops all crits. And so I think this is one of the ones that would be real nice on a huge ship too, because they have very few ways to stop crits. Tactician, we've seen that already. You have to perform somebody inside your firing arc at range 2. It doesn't have to be your primary firing arc, so this is a nice option that you can put on them. I really like this. When attacking, you may re-roll your eyeball results. If you're not doing anything, like if you're going in a full support ship mode, this is a 1-point way to give you some moderately better offense. And I think that's great, honestly. It's not the most flashy card, but for 1 point, like if you weren't going to use it anyway, if you're running like Lohiric just to have him, take the reinforce action every turn, that gives you a little bit of guaranteed offense. You don't even if you're stressed, you can still use Wookiee Commandos. So it's for 1 point. It's great. Hull upgrade, always good. And then Selflessness, small ship only, and we got a nice little Wookiee right on the cover there. Somebody tell me, is that Y-Wing kind of like Gold Squadron with the really long one because of the proportion? All right, small ship only, rebel only. When a friendly ship at range 1 is hit by an attack, you may discard this card to suffer all of the uncancelled hit results instead of the targeted ship. Again, another amazing synergy with Biggs here. Also, great synergy with Wolfwaro. But or it can work with a ton of different things. So I think it's great. I think it's cool. I think there's just a lot of stuff in here that's going to work really well with huge ships. This whole wave has, I think we're going to maybe see another huge ship coming at Gen Con. I hope that's the case. I played some really big epic stuff at our last Dice Tower convention, and it was fun. I would love to see more epic play because it's beautiful. But yes, it is. All right, guys. Well, this has been the Auzituck Gunship expansion unboxing, and I think that's about everything that comes in the box. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, make sure you subscribe to enter the $20 giveaway for cool stuff. Get yourself a X-Wing Wave 11 ship of your choice, and happy flying, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.